This is the Swarm Unplugged podcast, where we introduce you to the best and the brightest in the crypto universe. With thousands of ideas to learn from people in all areas of crypto, we want to explore as many as possible. I'm Christopher Knight, so let's get started.
Well, a big good afternoon or good morning or good evening, depending upon where you are in our world. This is the Swarm Unplugged, and we have some really exciting information to share with you today. We have a very special guest, and I'm looking forward to hear all about her project and what she's been doing in real life for many years. And I don't know where our host is. I'm just the co-host here. What's Tony? Are you with us, or are you still out on your boat? Are you ready to come on board? Give me a thumbs up. All right, let's bring in Tony. What do we got going on here?
Well, you caught me at the Playboy Atlantic City, blackjack table. So I'm busted. What can I say?
You're busted. You're playing with real chips, and look at that.
Well,
you got a full hand or what?
Yeah. Well, let's see if you can see the Atlantic City bunny thing. Hang on. I have to adjust this just a little bit.
Yeah, look
Can
at
you
that.
See it there?
I see it there. Look at that.
Yeah.
The official.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm going to make that full screen so everybody can see that there. Take a look at this, guys.
That's a real
Atlantic
one.
City. Whoa. And you have this, of course, in honor of our very special guest, Victoria
right.
Fuller.
Yeah.
If you read the bio and byline that I have in the description, she is a 1996, I believe, Playboy bunny. So we're very honored
I'm stoked to see. Yeah, I'm just stoked for this. I'm sure you are too. And it's it brings back lots of memories for me because, as you know, Rick, and obviously the viewers aren't aware of it, but I used to go to the London Playboy Club that opened in, I think it was 1965. And it was actually the highest grossing and most profitable casino in all of the Playboy clubs across the world at the time. And of course, it did close down, but it is back again. It's open again back in London, or it was about 6 months ago anyway.
Wow.
Not the same location, but it was interesting because as a kid, I used to be able to get in there. My dad had some pull. I'm not sure if that's the reason why it was the highest grossed place, but he certainly didn't walk out of there a winner ever. But, so he contributed to the to all the
success of it. Yes,
for sure. So I grew up with the Playboy bunnies and the Playboy Club. It was every weekend for us, and my sister and I. We just spent so much time there when we could, but it was always very late because we'd always run businesses with the family businesses, and then we'd go over there. So it's a lot of fun. So I'm really excited to have Victoria today.
I actually can't wait. So let's, without further ado, and if we do have to interrupt your game, but you're losing anyway, so don't even
Blackjack,
try it.
baby.
Blackjack. Yeah, that's a setup. We know that.
Wow.
A setup. When you're the dealer, you can deal yourself a blackjack
I
hand
can
every
neither
time.
confirm nor deny any of the above or the last comments. Okay.
All right, so let's bring in Victoria.
Hi,
Victoria.
guys.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. This is very exciting. I love the felt. That is so cool that you were able to get that. I don't know if I want to know how you got that, but it's really cool that you have it.
Well, if you don't want to know how he got that, then don't ask how he got what he's going to claim he has.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So, one of the things that as a bunny, that the costumes are not the property of the bunnies. So why don't you explain that briefly, what that means?
Well, so the Playboy bunny costume, which originated in the later 50s, developed by Hugh Hefner's brother, Keith Hefner, and his girlfriend, actually. He created the bunny dip, Keith Hefner, is the only non-US government uniform patented by the US government. So it's very iconic in many, many ways, and very, very important. It's a very, very important trademark of Playboy's. And we don't own them. The girls don't own them.
Right.
We I didn't finish the sentence, right? There was a bunny mother. Pat Lacey was my bunny mother, and she would, whenever we'd show up to a job, they would all be brought in on, you know, the hangers and everything, and we'd all get dressed together. You cannot get dressed alone. You can't go to the bathroom alone. So it's yeah. So we would have to check them back in when we got done. Everything, cuffs, collars, we'd literally have to check. They'd have to be checked off. So. Right. Yeah, we weren't allowed to take them home. I actually traveled with mine, so I did take mine home because I went to I was the official Playboy bunny for the slot machines. So I traveled all over the world to all the casinos, including all over London, all over Europe, actually, to be the ambassador to the Playboy slot machine. So I had mine in my personal care, but I'm the only girl that's ever had that. Usually they travel with a bunny mother to the job. So yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, I can't believe that you as the bunny couldn't even get your own bunny.
No, you know, I could have probably had one made because I was friends with the seamstress. I did have 2 bunny outfits because I wore out the first one, and the client of mine that did the Bally's, you know, they're like, your bunny costume's looking kind of worn out. And I said, I know. And so they actually did make me another one. It never quite fit as well. And I went through custom one time into Venice, down south. I don't Venezuela, I don't know, somewhere down south, I can't remember. And I went through the I always took it with me. I never packed it. I always kept it with me. And so I went through, and it has metal in it, and I went through the they took me aside, and the woman unpacked my bag, and she opened it up, and she's like, what are you doing with this? And I said, I'm a Playboy bunny. And she was like, why? And I was like, am I doing something wrong? Because I have a job to do. And she was so angry that I was bringing that across the border into her country. She was so insulted. But that was the only time that I ever got that kind of treatment with the bunny costume. But it's kind of funny. Yeah.
Wow. We, because of obviously in London, it was a little different. There's lots of things that are, rules and regulations and everything. So we've actually got 2 of the real bunny.
Really? Well, you can sometimes find them on eBay. Sometimes there has been.
This was given by a guy called John Woollahan, and he opened up Woollahan's a club in, I think it was Las Vegas, actually.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he opened up his club. I don't know how long. I'm not sure how long it lasted. How long Woollahan's actually stayed open, but I don't know. David Woollahan, sorry, not John. So he opened up that thing, and I think he was. I don't know if it's still open or what. I don't think so, but he was back. He went back to London and everything, and David took off his girlfriend Elaine that outfit, and gave this outfit to my sister, which Rick's going to probably show us here in just a second. So
wow,
I may not be able to.
Can't get it. Oh, no,
okay. Because it's in Skype, and Skype doesn't allow share screen. Okay. So but it's black. Yeah. It's black, and I've seen it.
Right.
Oh, black is great.
Yeah.
That's
so
amazing.
we've got two bunny girl outfits, which is phenomenal. But
that's incredible.
I was trying to get them on the show because one of them's up in storage, and I couldn't get it in time. But I did have the Atlantic City blackjack thing. So
I love it.
Kind of interesting.
I love it. So cool.
Well, I do want to. Before you get started, Tony, I just want you to keep an eye on what you're trying to bid on. And
I did already.
You did. Okay.
I think it just ended.
No,
and I'm not sure if I got it.
It says 12 minutes.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, because it went a little long. This one is gone 8 minutes over. So
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was in a panic and I was kind of fiddling around there. So I apologize for not paying close attention, but I was exactly doing that right now. So
I'm gonna have to.
so
put my-
great, Rick. Now you're going to give me
Oh,
some
it's at
competition. That's just what I
0.29.
need, right? Mm.
Well, sorry about that. We're just sort of, sharing the good news here.
It
Is
says
that
closes
it?
in 12 minutes. Is that what your screen
Yeah.
said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, but
Yeah,
we'll talk about that. I just want to get Tony in the queue so that he's
Well,
not.
I'm not sure if I'm the high bid anymore. So yeah.
Well, you got to look at the. Let me refresh and we'll look at the wallet
Yeah.
address. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Gosh,
We're doing this live.
this is so cool.
You are not the high bid, so you might as well click that
Oh
bid button.
my gosh.
Might as well
That
click
is
that
not
bid button.
cool. Are you sure?
I'm sure. I mean, you probably couldn't click the bid button because I know your wallet address and it's not ending in 7B81.
No. Oh, it isn't. No, it's not. That's not what the wallet is, right?
No,
It says
it's not.
7B81. Oh, that's
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
That's the high bid. So you're going to probably bring this up to 0.3 ETH.
Uh-huh.
So get
which
your
is
bid
still
in
a
there.
really good bargain because our generative drop of 10,000, they're going to start at 375. So, and this is the VIP access NFT. So
let's talk about that, Victoria.
Yes.
Tell us all about what you brought you to where you are now with NFTs and crypto, and
sure.
so explain to us what it is you're doing and get everybody engaged, because this is really exciting.
Okay, well, if I'm going to start at the beginning, basically, I was introduced to NFTs in 2017 from an artist friend, and I thought it was the dumbest thing I'd ever heard of. I was actually mad he had wasted my time. He's like, "You got to meet me at the mall. I got to tell you." So anyways, I went home and I thought I probably should look closer into this because every time I think something's the dumbest idea, I miss out on a really great idea. And he said it was going to be a new medium. I'd never heard about it before. So he started kind of just educating me over the course of the next couple years. We would meet every couple months, and he got me into crypto. I invested into crypto and when it was really low, which was really great because I was able to start this company with that crypto money. But in 2021, Elon Musk's girlfriend came out with these NFTs, and it was all over the news that she made $7 million in 5 minutes. And like all of a sudden my ears perked up and I'm like, okay, I got to figure out what this is. I got to start taking it seriously because obviously it's a real thing. I mean, I'm not Elon Musk's girlfriend with that kind of cachet, but certainly I'm an artist and there's something I can do in this community. So I started to do a solo thing with my art, and it was okay. I mean, I wasn't feeling it, to be honest with you. And I had noticed that Playboy's target audience had changed and that they weren't utilizing any of the Playmates anymore, mostly, especially the ones from Hef's death, from Marilyn Monroe to Hugh Hefner's death. So I thought this might be a really great time to rebrand the Playmates and create a company and bring everybody back together and be able to re-engage with our target audience, our fans, our community once again, which we were kind of cut off, really. I mean, social media, you can't really it's not a direct line in social media, especially if she has a lot of followers. It's hard to get a hold of a Playmate, right? So I thought, why don't I create a brand separate and apart from Playboy using blockchain technology and creating the utility of this NFT series that I was developing is the access to the Playmates in the Metaverse. And I thought, why not build a mansion in the Metaverse since that's gone too? So that's kind of where it all started. So early 2021, January 2021, I decided I was going to get started on this. And it's taken me a full year to develop this project, partner with some really key groups, partnerships, which I'll get into. And I recruited 100 Playmates, and I rebranded us as Rogue Playmates. And then that didn't quite work because Playboy, even though I have the trademark, Playboy thought Playmates was too close and they gave me kind of a hassle about it. So I said, okay. So I rebranded us as Rogue Bunnies. And the girls love the Rogue Bunnies because it's fun, it's sweet, it has a playful tone to it. And so these 100 girls, you know, and let me clarify, once a Playmate, always a Playmate. So I'm not at all turning my back on Playboy or anything like that. I'm just moving our intellectual property, we're taking control of our intellectual property as Playmates and continue to monetize our celebrity as Playmates using NFT technology. So that's kind of the gist of the idea of the project. There are several verticals to the project, which I've talked to you guys about, and one of which is a generative drop, which is 10,000 pieces based on 13 girls. So the bodies, if anybody knows about the generative drop, you know, it's always the same, and then they change out all the character traits and stuff. But I based it on 13 girls. And so the body's in the same spot, but the head's in the same spot, but it's a different face. So I have these 13 girls. I'm included in one of them. But we decided to hold off on that drop because we partnered with an amazing company called Dapper Labs. And Dapper Labs is the group responsible for NBA Top Shots and UFC and NFL. And they created crypto kitties. They also invented the ERC 721, which we know as the NFT token on the Ethereum blockchain. And so I was able to get a chance encounter with the vice president, and I pitched my idea, and she loved the whole project. And so we formed a partnership, and we are in production right now for trading cards of the Playmates, and they are 3D. They're awesome. They are 3D, and they spin around, and they are very a little like the Matrix. I'm really into binary code and all that because it's very techy. And so what it is, and it's no nudity. It's no Playboy photos or pictures of any kind. But what I did was I collected assets from all the girls, and I'm not going to give details away, but there's it's not just photography, there's actual artwork on top of the photography. So we created something a little bit unique with the trading cards, and there's going to be upwards of 500,000 in the collection. So we'll be doing several drops. They will be dropped in blind packs of 3 and 5, and there is a rarity level of common, rare, and legendary. And of course, if you get the legendary, you're automatically a VIP membership, access to all the events that we will have in the metaverse, along with in real life. Any events would be invited, and anything that we have going on, that VIP membership will be automatically, and access to all that and all the girls. And oh no, I'm low on battery. How could that be?
Well, listen, while we take a break for a second, we're getting a couple questions from one of our bees. Sushi Samurai wants to know if we've gone rogue.
Yeah, we have, definitely. We've gone rogue bunny, that's for sure.
I guess I got to plug in. Is this my plug? Oh, here we go. Never mind, it's right here. Okay, I was prepared.
Oh, there we go.
So I had a little bit of a panic moment. I'm like, why? How could that be? Yes, so going rogue is awesome, because going rogue means that you are breaking off from someone or anyone that's controlling or in charge, and doing your own thing and creating your own path. And that's certainly what we are doing, certainly what the Playmates are doing.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you, is how you came up with the name. So thanks for explaining that. Because
just that we're, that I just really wanted a title that showed, that we're doing our own things, that we are separate and apart from Playboy. I wanted that to be super obvious. And I love the word rogue. It's just, in the gaming industry and, all that, it's just kind of a fun word. Traditionally, the word originally meant something really bad. It was a very negative thing, but now in these days, if you look in the dictionary, the modern dictionary, it's much more of a positive thing and not at all a negative thing. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, we got another Sushi Samurai again. He commends what you're doing. And
Oh,
if you
thank
think
you.
about if you think about the metaverse and Web3, using your terminology, rogue, is yes, we're going
Yeah,
back. We're
decentralized.
taking what belongs to us back from the
Mhm.
powerhouse that exists, and we want to be able to control not our own destiny alone, but the assets that we have that
That's
are
right.
used today by giant corporations.
That's right. Yeah,
So,
it's exactly right. I mean, you just said it best. I didn't even include that, but that's the full spectrum of what the whole meaning of rogue is. And with our decentralized world that we've created, with crypto and NFTs and everything, Web3, is that we are in control. We don't have to, resort to government and the powers that be to kind of dictate who, what, where, when, and why. I think there's more rules coming into play, which is good. I think that we need some more rules in that space. But certainly, I love the fact that that we are in control of our content. We're in control of our wallets. We're in control of our crypto, our money, and just in control of like our destiny. So like whatever it is,
Oh, we had a
Nope.
freeze up. Well, this is live, folks. Live. So Victoria's reconnect. There she is. She's back.
Victoria, I just noted something. Changing the subject. Your mic is off. I don't hear audio. No, I see the mic on, but there's no audio. Uh-oh. Looks like they added 15 minutes of time.
I see that. Yeah, 16 minutes actually is what it did. Where am I at on that, Rick? While we're waiting for Victoria to connect.
You're at the high.
Okay. We'll see what that does. So it must refresh if you bid in the last few minutes, I'm assuming, is what goes on.
All right, give it a try now. Oh, I hate to lose Victoria with technology issues.
Are you there, Victoria? Can you hear us? She's back.
I'm here,
you're
I'm
back.
There it is. Good.
It's interesting with your concept of an auction, because similar to what you've got going on, our community, Social Bees University, of course, we do have a full on-chain DAO, and we have bees, which represents our organization, NFTs, that are being auctioned off 5 a day for 366 days.
wow.
And the only way that you can actually buy it is with the token that the DAO has dropped about a week ago. It's called Honey Token. And I think you're going to see a lot more of this type of activity because it's pretty exciting.
And so you're only selling 5, you're only auctioning off 5 a day, you said?
For 366 days.
Okay, did you guys just get that started?
Yeah, it hasn't started. It's going to start probably within the next week.
And what is the utility of the NFBs, if you will?
Well, the Bees NFT, number one, gives access to all of our meetings, private areas within our Discord. But what's more exciting is that of our token launch, there are going to be 90% of the entire token launch that's going to be distributed into every bee holder's wallet over the next 20 years.
Oh my gosh. So maybe I need to get in on this real soon.
Oh, you definitely need to get in on a bee. I mean, there is no question.
Okay.
Victoria, I'm going to change the subject a little tiny bit if I can. So you spent a lot of time, you knew Hugh personally very well, and he gave you some things because by nature, by your true heart, you're an artist. I mean, that's who you are. And you just, because of your beauty and your stature, you obviously, they saw how incredible of a bunny you'd be. So they made you into a bunny as well. But actually your passion is in art, and there's many different forms of art. I mean, there's there's acting is an art.
Yeah.
Every modeling is an art. Makeup is an art. Everything is kind of revolving around that. And Rick and I did some research, and we looked around, and it's crazy what you can find on the internet, isn't it, Rick? I mean, it's just absolutely
amazing.
bizarre. And I got to tell you, we stumbled across some stuff, and I, with your permission, I'd like to share it with the audience and show them some of the talents that you obviously have been hiding. And I think we should.
Well, first of all, we've got a very interesting, very short clip, and I know that you've many times had dinner with Hugh, but I would never expect you to do something like this.
Okay. Well, that's not me, right? That's Holly.
All right, so let's take a little break here.
I'm putting my glasses on so I can see it.
You're going to want to take a look at this full screen. So let's rock it.
Oh well, here we go. Oh, holy Jesus.
Who died? Fired today for sexual misconduct.
The part you guys never seem to realize is that you don't have the power anymore.
I would like to take this moment to announce my new morning show co-host, Bradley Jackson. And I know that it's not enough, but I apologize. And I will do everything that I can to make it right.
What's wrong with you?
Don't bring him. It's my party, my body, my business. If he tries to control me, he's finished.
You're in trouble, Alfred. Quick, clean, painless, poetically resonant.
Burn in hell.
A woman's touch is what this needs. Have you ever read it? It's our favorite book.
Did I stutter?
I don't feel pain. They send me away to find them. Somebody put a bag of drugs in me. I need you to remove it.
No, the kids cried out, please stop, you're scaring me. I can't help this awful energy.
I need to talk to you alone.
Scared of me. Who is in control?
It's quite the fairy tale you got going on here. From top flight model in Moscow to rubbing shoulders with the elite.
Regina George is flawless.
She has 2 Fendi purses and a silver Lexus.
I hear her hair is insured for $10,000.
I hear she does car commercials in Japan.
Her favorite movie is Varsity Blues.
One time she met John Stamos on a plane.
And he told her she was pretty.
One time she punched me in the face. It was awesome.
Please stop talking.
What you find on the internet is just amazing, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Such talent, Victoria.
But it wasn't me.
It wasn't?
None of that was me.
Well, it certainly looked like you.
It does. Someone accused me of looking like her as well. No. I was wondering, I was like, does he think that's me?
Yeah, we sometimes try and have a little bit of fun and
well,
we
hey, Richie's saying, let's buzz and go. That was awesome. We are so glad to have you back making movies and entertaining people and bringing on such a marvelous guest as Victoria.
Yeah, no kidding. So Victoria, tell us how your how your drops work and how somebody can get involved and where would they find your stuff.
So currently right now we just started our Gold Genesis drop, which is our first thing that we've ever dropped, and it's the VIP access key. And there's only 13. They're one of ones, so they're completely original. Each one's original. And right now, the only way that you can get it is off of our website. There's an auction that is going on every 48 hours. We just had the first one. I think it might have just ended just right now, the first one. But the website is www.roguebunnies.com. And rogue is spelled R-O-G-U-E, not to be confused with rouge, which often people spell it wrong. So it's roguebunnies.com. And you can scroll down on the page and you'll see the auction there. And you'll need a MetaMask wallet, possibly a Coinbase wallet to connect to bid. The bid goes, the bidding will happen for 48 hours and then the auction closes. And like I said, we're on to the second one. So there's 12 left in the collection. And they are all based off of a gold collection. So everything looks gold. And it's 13 different Playmates, bunnies, rogue bunnies. And you'll see that they're each holding a key. And that key is the VIP access. So that's what we're doing right now. So this will go for, so if it's 13, it'll go for almost, for almost a month, right? Into June. And then we're gearing up to do our drop from Dapper Labs, which is on Flow. So it's both Flow and Dapper Labs, I should say. And that is going to be the trading cards. And that will drop July 4th. And you will have to have a Dapper wallet for that. And all the information is in our Rogue Bunnies Discord. My company that I create is called Gatefold Labs. So the Discord is Gatefold Labs Discord. And I don't know, Discord's a little tricky to find unless you actually have a link, but you can find the link on my Twitter page, either the Rogue Bunnies on Twitter or Victoria Fuller on Twitter, which is a lot of information, but NFT Bunny is who I am on Twitter. But all the links are there. So you can go in our Discord. We have tons of announcements. We're constantly doing AMAs with the girls so that our community gets to know the girls. We do Ask Me Anything for an hour. We do on Twitter Space. We do on Clubhouse. Tonight, we are doing a Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's in our Rogue Bunnies Club. We have our own Clubhouse and our own club. And so we'll be there. There'll be a couple of bunnies there. We'll be talking about the auction, and the next 2 girls that will be auctioned off will be there. And so another thing to know about this gold NFT is that another thing that you will also receive is a physical asset, which is it's a canvas print of the NFT. And it will be signed by the Playmate that is depicted in the NFT. So that's.
Tell me about the artist. I mean, are you the artist for all of these?
So I am the lead artist. I'm the concept artist. I created the look. I did hire a really amazing artist named Dutch, and he's a famous body painter and tattoo artist. He's been on all those reality shows with Dave Navarro, body painting wars or tattoo wars. I don't know the titles of them, but he's always done really, really well. And he is incredible. And he's doing everything basically from the neck down. And some of the glasses and some of the different traits for the generative drop. He and I are doing the generative drop on just exclusively the two of us. So I created all the portraits and mostly everything from the neck up, and he creates everything from the neck down. And so we've been collaborating, and these gold Genesis NFTs that we're auctioning right now is a true collaboration of the two of us. So it's been, I actually kind of prefer doing collaborations because I think it's more rewarding creating something with someone else that you can, be excited about. You know what I mean? I get excited when he sends me the assets and I put them together with the portraits that I do. It's like, oh my God, it's like paper dolls, I've got all these new outfits all the time. And so it's been really, really fun to kind of dress up all these girls and all these incredible traits. I mean, he has some really unusual costumes and different things that we're going to be, that are going to be part of the generative drop. So lots of different traits. I think there's 250 traits that we created. So I don't know, the Bored Apes, they have about 160 traits. So we tried to level that up with as many as we could. So there would be like such a diverse, on the generative drop, that there would be so many different ones and really cool ones, very sexy, very classy. But yeah, and so all the art, ironically, I was going to do everything in Illustrator and Photoshop. And what happened is I started looking at Procreate. So I got like the top of the line Apple tablet. And about 4 or 5 months ago, I basically did a bunch of tutorials, and I trained myself how to use the Procreate. And he also did the same thing. He also learned, we've kind of learned together. We just did a bunch of tutorials. So we're still learning as we go, but everything is created on Procreate. So that was really unexpected. I didn't expect to kind of but the look is so interesting to me because it still has a hand painted look to it. And I really wanted the art to shine through. I didn't want something too mechanical or too cartoony, although I did want to have a fantasy element to it. But with the proportions are, obviously adjusted. They're not real proportions. But I wanted there to be a very big art element to this work. Because for me, the art is I know that the art isn't the most important thing to a lot of people in the NFT world, but for me, the art is very, very important. And I wanted our consumers, our traders, our collectors, I wanted them to have something that they really liked. I collect NFTs, and there are so many NFTs that I passed on, like World of Women. The artwork didn't speak to me. And of course, they're doing really, really well. And even the Bored Apes, they didn't speak to me at the time. I wish I had bought one, but it didn't really speak to me. And so I didn't buy one of those. But so I buy NFTs based on artwork that I really, really like, because, if they don't do well, then you might as well have something that you like, right? Unfortunately, all mine have done pretty well, but yeah.
When you take a look at our bees, when we close out, we'll do a little session. You're going to fall in love with them. And I'm guaranteeing you're going to buy more than one. I guarantee it.
Do you have several artists working on them? What do you guys have?
We have a team. It's not just one. We have a team of designers that, plus the entire community. We would have meetings every night for a year, an hour and a half meetings. And during the build, there would be questions asked. All right, guys, and gals, what kind of assets do you want? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? So it was really a collaboration of the community and a group of artists. Pretty exciting. I think we lost your audio again.
No, I think can you hear us, Victoria? No, we might have lost audio. Yep. Well,
technology is wonderful when it works.
Isn't that great? Yeah. Well, the thing is, Victoria actually is not she's visiting family, I believe, right now. So there she is.
All right, we're back.
I guess mine takes a second to click in with the sound when it cuts off.
Okay. But I'm pretty excited about your entire, years of effort and work. And I know one of your careers you had, were forced to learn After Effects, which is another program that you need to be creative and learn it. And that's astonishing. I mean, I've dabbled in that program and looking at some videos that, are 14 minutes long. We would sit for 3 hours just on that 14-minute video. Watch it, stop it, try it, watch it, stop it. So I commend you.
Well, I already have a huge graphic design background. So, and Apple is really good about creating apps that are so user friendly. You know what I mean? The cell phone, everything is their iPad. You can kind of you get used to the way they set things up. And so if there's something I don't know how to do, then I look it up. And then, so I picked it up pretty quick. I was really actually surprised because when I first opened it up, I'm like, oh my God, there's no buttons. There's nothing here. It seemed very simple. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with this, but it is really endless. The options and features that they do have in Procreate. So, and I love using the pen. What I love most about it is in real life, in my studio, I have to put my dirty clothes on. I have to prepare my paints, my palette, my brushes, my canvas, the music, the atmosphere. I gotta, it takes about a half an hour just to set up. And then I work, and then I'm in gloves, and, or if I forget to put the gloves on, I have paint everywhere. I have to be, it's a mess, right? And then when I'm done, then you got to break everything down. You got to wash the brushes, because I work in oil, so you have to wash the brushes or else you ruin everything, and brushes are very expensive. And so for me, the Procreate is so fun because I get started, I stop. I get started, I stop. I can take, and I have everything on my iPad. My whole world is on my iPad. And I take it with me wherever I go, and I have my own data plan on there. So no matter where I am, if I know I'm going to be standing in line somewhere, or I'm doing something and I'm waiting, or I'm in my car waiting to pick up my daughter, I can be in my car and I can be working on that iPad. I can be creating. So I can put a lot more time into the project, doing digital art, than I can if I was to hand paint it. It would take. And also the other best part is, you make a mistake, you just back up. You make a mistake, you back up. I don't have to spend a half hour smudging out the, fixing and everything with oil paints. When you make a mistake, you make that line wrong. I mean, it's a disaster. You got to completely cover it up and wait for it to dry. And, it's a huge process. I mean, it drives me literally crazy. So, I'm very good at oil painting. I've been doing it a long time. So I'm pretty good. I don't do a lot of mistakes, but when I do, it's such a bummer. I'm always like, especially if you're doing detail and stuff in the face. And Procreate, you don't have any of that. So I really love that program. And you can do animation on it. I mean, it's just really endless. The one thing that you can't do is you can't bring in a PSD. You can't bring in a multi-layered asset and have all the layers populate. You have to bring layers in one at a time. It's the only flaw. So maybe I'll write Apple a letter and see if they can fix that one, because that is the only bummer, is bringing everything in one at a time. But other than that, it's a perfect program to create in.
Well, I'm definitely excited for you and where you've started and how far you've come along, and congratulations. And
thank you.
Back on your projects moving forward.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think, there might be some ability to collaborate, between.
I would love that. Oh my gosh, I would love that.
And Social Bee University and what you're doing.
I mean, you got the bee, we got the bee for bunnies,
That's right.
So
there we go.
The bunny
Natural
bees.
fit.
Yeah, we can, we can work up a yellow and black kind of something for ourselves.
That's right. Great idea. Love it. Victoria, we are we're coming to the end here of this podcast, and we really want to have you on again if you would grace us with your presence, because I'd love to stay on top of everything that you guys are behind, and we'd obviously we're going to want to see more of you and everything that you're involved with, because it's really exciting to, for me personally, just because the Playboy and the Playboy Club is such a huge part of my past growing up, you know.
And we're going to have gambling in the metaverse, so you're going to be without gambling. We are partnered with Crypto Holder.
I'm going to be broke then. I can see that right now. Better start counting up the pennies.
Hopefully, no, she's joking. But yeah, I would love to come back and give updates. And also, there's many things I didn't even mention that are on our roadmap. That things to come, surprises that are happening, and gold nuggets that are coming along the way. Wonderful. And I would love to be able to talk to you guys about that and your audience and let you guys know what's going on. And I'm going to be following your bees and getting involved with your bees, because I'm really interested in your DAO and your tokens and your drops that you're doing. And I've got to figure out this Twitter space that I want to chime in and see what's going on there.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm really excited. And obviously you guys have a Discord. So I'm interested to get into your Discord. So you guys are gonna have to give me an email with all your information. So
I will.
So I can access your world.
Every bit of it before, within the next 20 minutes after we close out, you'll have everything in an email. Our Discord, our Twitter, our websites, how to get the bees, where they are on OpenSea. We'll hook you up. As Tony would say.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to get involved. I want to be.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming here. Stick around for a few minutes after the show.
Okay.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Well, Rick.
Amazing.
Again, amazing job. Thank you. And thanks, Cindy, for all of her work that she does. And wow, what a wonderful, wonderful time that was. I'm pretty sure we could have burnt up the whole day.
Another hour at least.
Easily. Absolutely.
But absolutely.
I appreciate you. And
all right,
folks, thanks for joining. We look forward to seeing you next week, hopefully. And we wish you a blessed day. Thank you, guys.
All right. Take care, guys. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Swarm Unplugged podcast. Be sure to hit the follow button and leave us a glowing comment. Gravitate yourself to be on the podcast so you are the next one to introduce themselves to the Bee social community. See you on the next episode.